All praise grounds most certainly due to the Most High, the God of the patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and peace to you in the name of His Son Jesus. I count it truly a blessing every single time that I can come before you to preach the word, and never do I count it as a light thing to do so. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm not going to keep you long at all, but I did want to talk about something in light of today's events. You know, you had the mass shooting in Colorado today, and you think about all those people and their families. Nobody thought when they were going into the store, when they knew their loved one was going into the store, that would be the last time that they would see them alive. And we sometimes have a tendency to look at things from a distance, and we don't realize that could be us at any moment. That could be a loved one at any moment. And if that be the case, there's some things that we need to think about. Okay, and the Bible tells us this. This is peace to the brethren that are listening. Brother Lawson, good brother Josh, brother Michael, and my brother Khalil. Peace to you. This is John the 7th chapter, and I'll pick it up at verse 1. It says, after these things, Jesus walked in Galilee, for he would not walk in Jewry, because the Jews sought to kill him. So he knew what he had to. He knew he had to die at a specific time. He tells you in one place, in 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man should be betrayed to be crucified. He came and died on the Passover because he's the Passover lamb that was sacrificed for us. Okay, but so he couldn't walk amongst his own. The ones he came unto his own, he came unto his own, and his own received him not, because they were going to kill him. And he knew it wasn't his time. But he goes on to say, now the Jews' feast of tabernacles was at hand. His brethren therefore said unto him, depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, show thyself to the world. Now, why did they say this? These are his own brethren. Why did they say this? Verse 5. For neither did his brethren believe in him. So his own brothers didn't believe in him. So you shouldn't be dismayed when your family members don't believe you and what you believe. But verse 6, then Jesus said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. And that's what we need to understand as beings living in this flesh, that our time is any time. We have a set number of days, and for some it could be 90 years old. For some it could be 90 days. Your time is always. So if that be the case, this is what you should understand. Luke, the 13th chapter. Because if it is the fact that your time is any time, you need to consider this. This is Luke the 3rd who were killed. And it says, and Jesus answering said unto them, I'm in verse 2, suppose ye that these Galileans were sinners above all the Galileans because they suffer such things? I tell you, nay, but except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish. Or those 18 upon whom the tower in Siloam fell and slew them, think ye that they were sinners above all men that dwelt in Jerusalem? So those people that died, it's not like they were sinners above all because they died. Death comes to all. He says, I tell you, nay, but except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish. And that's what we need to understand. It is always time to serve the Lord. And you don't know when your time will be. So if you know death is imminent and you don't know what time that will be, it'd be wise for you. It'd be wise to serve the Lord. That's what it'd be wise to do. This is one more place. Because the question you want to find yourself is, when that time comes, how is he going to find you? That's what you want to ask yourself. How is he going to find you? Let's pick it up in Ecclesiastes, the 9th chapter. He says in verse 4, for to him that is joined to all the living there is hope, for a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. Also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion for favor in anything that is done under the sun. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for God now accepteth thy works. So he's telling you death is imminent. And he said, when you're alive, there's hope. See, while you're alive, there's still hope, even to get it right, even to find out what thus saith the Lord and to serve him properly. That's what it's time to do. It's always time to do that, because your time is any time. We talk about next week as if it's promised. It is not. He says, let thy garments be always white, and let thy hair lack no ointment. So what that means, you want to have your garments white. You don't want to die in sin. That's what you don't want to do. Even if you don't know God, hey, you have an opportunity to find him. And if you do know God, you need to stay on the path of righteousness. That's what you want to do. I said that was the last place. I want to read one other place. Ezekiel, the 18th chapter, and verse 24. He says, but when the righteous, because this is what the righteous that are in righteousness right now, that are on the path of righteousness right now, need to realize also. So the wicked need to understand that, hey, you could die at any time. And so you have an opportunity right now, as brothers in your wild brothers in your body, to get it right, because the promise is not promised. And for those who are on the right path, Ezekiel 18 and 24. But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity, and doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All his righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned. In his trespass that he hath trespassed, and in his sin that he hath sinned, in them shall he die. You want to keep your garments white. If they're white, you want to keep them white. What you don't want to do is die in your sin. And with that, brothers and sisters, I want to remind you that we're at the House of Faith, meet every Sabbath at 5925 West 25th Avenue in Gary, Indiana, at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We live stream right here on the Israel Teach YouTube channel, as well as at www.israelteach.org. If you've been edified through the ministry and would like to leave a donation, you can do so on our website. Again, www.israelteach.org. 100% of the proceeds go to the work of the ministry. And with that, brothers and sisters, it's always my prayer that you were edified.